and then you beat the Chiefs because they rest their starters. And week 18, you beat the Browns for the same reason. So I have you guys coming out with a record of 7-10, which isn't bad, isn't terrible.
Yeah, I guess you could say I wasn't very accurate with that prediction. But anyways, welcome back to the channel, everybody. It's the Casual Fan back for another video. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe down below. Basically, I just do NFL videos like this, NBA videos, all off-season long for both professional sports. I'm going to be dropping content just like this, so make sure you're subscribed. And I also do Star Wars and Marvel content from time to time as well. So as I'm going to be continuing this series with all 32 NFL teams all offseason long, I'm going to be categorizing my predictions and my analysis into 4 different categories. So the first category is if I nailed the team's pick. So for example, the Steelers, I just did that video like a couple days ago. Check it out if you haven't. I predicted that they would go 8-9 this past season, and they ended up going 9-8. So I was only a game off. If I predicted the record 100% accurately, or if I was a game off, I would consider that in the first tier. If I was like 2 to 3 games off, then I would consider it in the second tier. 4 games off to 5 games off would be the third tier, and then 6 or more games off would be the last tier. Like, I completely missed. I was 1,000% wrong about that team. So, the Bengals. My prediction with the Bengals on paper is not even that bad. I predicted that they would go 7-10. Obviously, they ended up going 10-7. So in reality, I was only 3 games off. But those 3 games, man, it's super impactful. I thought they were going to be 7-10, kind of like a mid-tier team. I thought they were going to have some flashes on offense, but I thought the offensive line would be such a big issue that it would hold them back from everything, even having a winning record. But obviously, they still came up strong all season long, made the playoffs, won the AFC, ended the 31-year playoff drought. I mean, countless of amazing things that they've done this year, as well as making the Super Bowl. I don't even think Bengals fans would have predicted that they made the Super Bowl before the season started. So I was only 3 games off, which is in the second tier, but I don't know how I would really categorize that at the same time, because I was far off team wise. I had no idea they would be this good. And to think that they were this close, like this play away, if Joe Burrow just had a little bit more time from Aaron Donald to get that throw off, they would have been Super Bowl champions. That's absolutely insane. And here's the thing. Most teams, when they lose the Super Bowl, they're obviously, crying, heads down, going to the locker room, and then it takes months and weeks to get over it. Bengals, I know that's obviously probably how you guys felt after the Super Bowl, but don't feel like that. You guys have so many more good years. I have some hot takes. I don't think you guys are probably going to return up to this state, because obviously you guys have raised a whole new expectation, and let's see if you guys can really play under pressure next year, because everybody's going to be looking at you guys at they're that team. They're that team. So it all depends on how everybody's going to look at you and how you guys are going to take it. Obviously, it looks like, you guys have not been taking criticism at all season long. You guys just have so much swag and perseverance and everything. So, the fact that the Bengals did this in Joe Burrow's second year, Jamar Chase's first year, I mean, I guarantee you, Joe Burrow's going to get another ring before he retires. Guarantee you, man. We're excited to see how many other good years they're going to have in them. And they actually, came off right off the bat, right off the Super Bowl loss. They said they're going to have Zach Taylor for another 5 years, signed him to a huge deal. And then let's take a look at these other free agents that they have that they need to re-sign or just let them walk. First things first, they got their all-pro, I think he's all-pro, safety Jesse Bates. I might need to fact check that. Let me fact check that. So second team all-pro in 2020. He absolutely needs to come back, in my opinion. Besides, the Bengals have $57.3 million to use in cap space. I think you could absolutely pay Jesse Bates all the money that he wants. He's an extremely valuable for safety. You guys can absolutely use him. Let's take a look at the other free agents you have. You have Riley Reef, the offensive lineman. Let him walk. You need to either sign a powerhouse offensive lineman and obviously prioritize that in the draft, but more on the line later, Then you have B.J. Hill, a defensive line. Here's the thing. For him, I think you can either offer him a sort of contract, see if he asks for more money. If he asks for more money, just let him walk at that point. But you also have money to spend, but you can also spend that money on free agents. And then also Eli Apple. So Eli Apple's kind of tough. I think you should keep Eli Apple, actually, believe it or not. That's just me personally. Everybody else is going to disagree with me, but I'm going to be talking about that on the podcast. Most of my hot takes are on the podcast. Here on YouTube, I just like to, kind of say my longer takes and kind of dive in further into things. But I think you should sign Eli Apple. He's not as bad as people think he is. And then besides bringing back some of your free agents, the most important priority is just look at this picture right here. It just speaks for itself. Look at that. That is 4 grown men tackling your quarterback, Cincinnati. Protect, for the love of God, protect your quarterback in Joe Burrow if you want him to keep his knees and if you want him to potentially win you a championship. So, draft an offensive lineman, sign them, trade them. I mean, literally just trade your facilities for offensive linemen, buy them, however you can. You need offensive linemen so desperately. And you guys will literally, if you guys get a solid offensive lineman and then keep everybody for a generational amount of time, this might be going a little too far, but I can see a dynasty in the making here. Provide a hot take. I think you guys are going to come out with 3 All-Pros next season. First team All-Pros. That's Evan McPherson, Jamar Chase, and Jesse Bates. I think those guys are absolute dogs. I think they're going to all reach first team All-Pro next year. And you guys have some other dogs that can potentially be up in the running for that as well. But this was the Cincinnati Bengals 2021-2022 season review. Obviously, an extremely successful season, and you guys have the brightest future in the NFL going forward. So, if you're a Cincinnati fan watching this, you must have a smile on your face, and definitely took away some things from, that Super Bowl loss. But anyways, that's going to do it for the end of this video. Follow me on TikTok and also stay tuned on this channel. Make sure you're subscribed as always. March Madness is coming right around the corner. I'm going to be posting a lot of videos on that, a lot of hot takes, like I said, on my TikTok and a lot of YouTube videos here. Continuing this series and wrapping up. Next team on the clock is going to be the Cleveland Browns. So that video should come out either tomorrow or the day after. But stay tuned for that. And thank you so much for watching. See you guys in the next one.